Hello friends and my dear students. In this class of C programming language, we will learn about what is data type. In the previous class, we have learned about what are the various types of constants and variables. In this class, we will learn about what is data type. Data type means what type of data a variable can store. The data may be of different types. It may be a character, it may be integer, it may be a string, it may be a combination of characters, it may be a decimal number 23.5, it may be an integer like 10, 20, -3, it may be your name, it may be my name like Assis, it may be your roll number which is combination of strings or different types of characters like alphabets, numbers, IS 19009. So what type of data can a variable store? That is determined by data type. Suppose I write down here int x. So x is a variable which is of integer. So this is the data type. This is the variable. So it decides, this data type decides that x is a variable which can store only integers. That means the C compiler will create a memory location whose name is x. The variable is x, so a memory location is created in the name of x, and where we can store only integers. That means I can store here -5. Obviously 5 is an integer, -5 it is a negative integer. I can store 10, 10 is integer. I can store 15, 100, anything else, but I cannot store 5.3. 5.3 I cannot store because this is a fractional value. So integer does not contain fractional numbers. So as x is an integer, it will only contain integral values or numbers. It cannot contain any type of fractional values. It also cannot contain any type of other values like a. I'll write down x is equal to a. So it cannot store also a because a is an alphabet, it is not an integer. So it can store only integral values or numbers. Okay. So data type defines what type of data a variable can store. Suppose I will write down here float. Float y. Y is equal to, that means y is a variable which can store float values. So y is a variable which can store float values. So y is equal to 5.4. I can write down 5.4. It is correct. Y is equal to 6.5 minus 6.50. It is also correct. Y is equal to 6. It is also correct because 6 is also equivalent to 6.0. Okay. So as y is a float data type, it can store float values or floating point values or fractional values. Okay. But if you write y is equal to Amit, it is wrong because it is string data type. Okay. So it is a character data type. So data type defines or it can determine which type of data a variable can store. Which type of data a variable can, x can store only integer values, y can store only float values or fractional values. So it can determine which type of values a data or a variable can store in its memory location. Second thing is, data type also defines or determines what is the memory capacity. Two things. What is memory capacity and what is the range of values? What is the range of values? Okay. What will be the memory capacity and what will be the range of values? Means if it is integer, it takes 2 bytes or 4 bytes memory location, and its range is up to 65,536 type numbers. Okay. So if I want to store my phone number is a 10-digit number. It cannot be stored in integer. It can be stored in float values or it can be stored in long values. Okay. It cannot be stored in short values. So mainly we will discuss about data type defines what type of data that a variable can store. It determines what type of data a variable can store. Second thing, it also determines what will be the range of the values that can be stored in a type of variable and its memory location. Okay. So in C programming language, basically the data types are divided into three categories. One is primitive data type, or it is also known as basic data type, or it is also known as built-in data type. Primitive, basic or built-in data type. Second one is derivative data type, derived data type. Third one is user-defined data type. So data type are of three types. One is primitive data type, one is derived data type, one is user-defined data type. In this class, we will learn about only primitive data type. Those are usually used during the variable declaration. These derived data types are derived by the user during the program. User defined means these are created by the user during the program. So structure, union, these are the user defined data types. These data types are created by the user. Okay, those can hold different values or different types of data types. Derived data types, we'll discuss it later, but in this class we'll discuss about integer, character, float and void. These primitive data types, where they are used and what is the memory location, how they can be stored. Okay. Before going that, let's discuss if there is an integer can be positive, can be negative. If there is a float value, the float value can be positive, can be negative. So there are two things, either it is signed or unsigned. Unsigned means if no sign is given, then it is considered as only positive. If it is signed or unsigned, integer can be signed, can be unsigned. So if it is unsigned, then it is only positive. If it is signed, means if there is sign, then it is both positive and negative values are there. So integer can be both signed and unsigned. Okay, we'll discuss one by one. First, integer data type. So what is integer? Integer plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, plus minus 4, like this of infinite values. So integers are mainly the numbers which are both negative and positive without fractional values. Okay. So we can consider minus 5 is an integer, 10 is an integer, 15 is an integer, 1005 is an integer, minus 5001 is an integer. So integers are either positive or negative, but they do not contain the decimal numbers or they do not contain the fractional values. Integer data types are of three types. One is short, one is long, and one is int. Okay. Short data type can be signed, can be unsigned. In long data type can be signed or maybe unsigned. Similarly, integer may be signed and may be unsigned. Okay. So what do you mean by sign and non-sign? Sign means if sign is given, either it is positive or negative. Unsigned means no sign is given, that means by default it is positive. Let us take an example. Short data type, and what is memory location? So short data type memory location is 2 bytes. Its memory location is 2 bytes. Long, it is of 2 or 4 bytes. Long is either 2 or 4 bytes. So long is 2 bytes. Integer is 2 or 4 bytes. So short integer is 2 bytes. Integer is 2 or 4 bytes depending on the type of compiler we are using, whether it is 32-bit processor or a 62-bit processor or which type of C compiler we are using. Long, it is of 4 bytes. Let us discuss one. First discuss short integer data type. it is 2 bytes. That means in the memory location it will 2 bytes. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. So 2 bytes means 16. 8 into 2, 16 bits. So 2 bytes means what is its memory location? What is its range? Let's see. This is first byte. This is second byte. 2 bytes are there. So how much data can be stored here? How much data can be stored? What is the minimum value? Well, minimum value means all these will contain 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So its value is 0. When all things are 0, its value is 0. So minimum value is equal to 0. What is the maximum value? We'll put 1 here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So what is the maximum value? If we convert it to the decimal numbers, this value is 255. This is also 255. This is 255. This is 255. So 255 into 255, it will give the maximum value 65,535. 65,535. So what is the range of integer? What is the range of sort? What is the range of sort values? It is from 0 to 65,535. Just see, minimum value is 0, maximum value is 65535. How you can determine this? Putting 0 in every bit. We have got 0, that is the minimum value. Putting 1 in every bit, we got 65,535. So this is the maximum value. Okay. So the range of this is 0 to, if there is no sign, means there are no negative numbers, it is unsigned. Unsigned means its value will be in the range of unsigned. So 0 to 65,535. Let's understand this. If I will write down unsigned sort A. So I have declared a variable A who is unsigned sort. So its range is 0 to 65,500, means A can store 60,000. Its value can be 60,000. If I will make it 70,000, it will be wrong because its range is beyond that. Its range is beyond 65,535. So it can store only values up to 65,535. Okay. So this is how the range can be calculated. If it is signed, means both negative and positive values are there. So we have to divide this by 2. Half for the negative side, half for the positive side. Okay. So 65,535. If I divide it by 2, 2 3s are 6. 5, you will get just a second, we will get, if you divide it by 2, we will get 32,768 and another 32,767. Okay, so 5, 3, 5, 5, 6. So this is for the negative values and this is for the positive values. So half of them has been given to the negative values and half of them is given to the positive values. That is minus 32,768 2 plus 32,767. So this is the range of signed sort value. Okay. So like this we will calculate the range of integers, range of long values, because integer 4 bytes, that means 4 255 into 255 into 255 into 255, that's the maximum value, 0 is the minimum value. For both signed and unsigned we will find the values. Okay. So integer data type consists of three types of data type, that is short, integer and long. I have described how to find out the memory and the range of values for the integer short types. You can also find out that for the integer values. Okay. Character data type can store a single character like a, dollar, hash, like this. This is also can be signed or unsigned. Okay. Character data type can store both unsigned and unsigned characters, and it can store a single character within single quotes. Next is float data type. What is float data type? The float data type mainly stores the floating point variables or the fractional values. Why it is known as floating point variable? Because in number 3.47 it floats between the two numbers, that is 3 and 4. That's why it is known as floating point variable. In number 5.60 it floats between the 5 and 6. That's why it is known as a floating point number. So floating point variable means which floats between the two integers, that is known as floating point number. It is also known as a fractional number. So floating point values, it is also three types, that is float, double and long double. It is of 4 bytes, it is of 8 bytes, it is 16 bytes, sorry 10 bytes. Okay. So like this we can also calculate. So this is the memory location, 4 bytes for float, 8 bytes for double and 10 bytes for the long double. So like this we can also find out the range of float values using the 4 byte memory space. But the range, so also we can find the range this. We will provide the node in which the range of every each and every data type is mentioned. You can see that, and using that when we'll declare a variable, we can use the data types according to the. For example, when I will put my salary as a data type, salary as a value, then I can take integer. Okay. When I can take mobile number, I have to take as it is a float or double, or it can be of long data type. If I put the salary of Bill Gates, that cannot be included in integer, that should be included in double or long double. Okay. So data type mainly defines what type of data can be stored. I think you should well understood whatever I have taught in this class. Thank you very much for the class. If you have any doubt, you can ask me or comment me in the comment section. Again, stay home, stay safe. Thanks a lot.